In this episode of Scotty's Garage, I'm going to teach myself how to TIG weld. I'm sure this is going to go well. Hey guys, before we get into today's episode, I just want to talk about the Scotty's Garage store, which is open for businesses. I had an amazing response so far. You know, we've worked out the processes, we've streamlined it, it's all running very smoothly now. All our shirts and hoodies are made to order, but we do our order every Tuesday. We get the turnaround times generally less than 2 days, but sometimes out to 5, but still, we can get those shirts in really quickly, get them out to you guys, and it's all been going pretty smoothly so far. So what do we have to offer? Well, we have our Scotty's Garage shirt, which has this Scotty's Garage logo on the front. It's plain on the back. The hoodies are the same. We also have our very popular Dad's Ute shirt. I mean, that has been super popular. It's probably our best seller. And then we also have the Lockdown Wagon shirt, which has been a very surprise seller as well. It's doing almost as good as the Dad's Ute shirts, which I did not think was going to happen. And in fact, if you buy a couple shirts or a hoodie, we can actually send it out in these amazing new mail bags. These have just arrived. So we're going to do smaller sizes for all the other packaging down the track, but right now we only have these extra large bags, so hoodies or multiple shirts will come in one of these bags. Let's say, yeah, pretty much any order over $100 is going to go in one of these bags. So they look really cool. It's got the web address there, it's got all our socials there and a little thank you note as well. And of course our very nice cog design. I designed this myself, would you believe? Yes. But we do keep some stuff in stock as well. We keep the snapbacks in stock, the trucker caps in stock. Our very popular stubby coolers are in stock as well. And of course, all our stickers, which come in these very tough cardboard envelopes so they won't get damaged. Doesn't matter if you order multiples or if you order just stickers, we send them out in one of these tough envelopes and they've been arriving pretty much undamaged to everyone. So that's been a really good decision. And we have an array of stickers. We have sticker packs. They've been very popular. So really happy with those. Anyway, jump on the Scotty's Garage store. It is www.scottysgarage.store. Really easy to find. Jump on there, grab your shirts, grab your hoodies, grab your stickers, jump on there and order today. Right, so let's get back to the subject at hand, which is TIG welding. And you might be wondering why, and I'm also questioning that myself. But the reason is, you know, I mean, we found some rust in the Lockdown Wagon. I need to repair that rust. We do have a MIG at the Carnage workshop, and I have access to that, and I can bring it here, you know, for a weekend or something. But it is, you know, a bit of a chore to move that back and forth on a weekly basis because, you know, I could need it at the drop of the hat there at the workshop. So, you know, I don't want to bring it here for longer than a weekend, whereas we've had this TIG there for multiple years and I have never used it because I don't know how. So I figured that should change. You know, they reckon TIG is better for, you know, doing sheet metal work and all that low amperage stuff anyway, so I should probably learn how to use it. And maybe I can transfer those skills into alloy and stuff down the track. But right now, it's all about mild steel and doing patch repairs on the wagon. So let's try and do that. And yeah, see if I can do this, you know. Of course, the difference between MIG and TIG is that MIG has a electrode wire that flows through the gun and you weld with that electrode wire. TIG has its own electrode in the tip of the actual gun, but you don't use the TIG is not your filler. You then use a filler rod like soldering to then basically fill your weld and join your metal together. So that's the basic differences. I mean, obviously there's technical terms, you know, metal inert gas, tungsten inert gas, blah, blah, blah. Yeah. You don't need to know that. All you need to know is that TIG is basically like soldering for men. Yeah. So I'm going to give it a crack. I had a bit of a play yesterday with mixed results. Yeah, so I'm going to embarrass myself right now in front of you all and see if I learnt anything and see if I could be successful at doing this in the first place. I have the most unstable table in the world, and I have some sheet metal, 1.6 mil mild steel. So what I'm going to do is clean up a couple sections, cut it into 2 pieces, and then see if I can do a successful butt join on those 2 pieces of metal and see how that all works. Let's give it a try. Right, well, let's get started. What have I learnt already? Well, I've learnt that the torch side needs to be plugged into the negative and not the positive. I had it the other way around when I started yesterday, and was wondering why I was burning up tungstens. I'm like, this can't be right. Like, surely this, you know, I was consuming tungsten as quick as filler rod, and I'm like, this does not feel right. And sure enough, I Googled it and I had the torch in the wrong side. People will be laughing at me right now. I know, I don't care. I know nothing about TIG other than what I've just seen on the internet. I've got it set to 2T because I don't want to mess with the 4T, which is, you know, multiple triggering your gas, triggering your arc off, triggering your gas off. Yeah, okay. Let's just go with simple, like touch on, touch off. I've got it set to DC because we're working with mild steel. If we weren't doing alloy or anything fancy, we'd do AC. I'm not going pulse, I'm just going straight arc. And the steam train's running today. Cool. Anyway, I've got a little bit of pre-flow. Let's go up a little bit on that. And I'm setting the current to about mid-40s because it's 1.6 mil. And I'm going to do a fair bit of post-flow just to make sure that no contaminants get in the weld afterwards. So let's turn it on. The welder has a bit of a hum to it. There she goes. That's going to be pretty constant noise during this video, I think. Yeah, I'm not messing with this bottom row at all because I think that's all to do with the AC part of the operation. I do have a foot pedal. I'm not going to use that yet. I'm just going to go straight off the torch that has a little activation button on the torch. We'll just go with that. I do have welding gloves. I do have a pretty good welding helmet. So that's all good. All right, I'm going to do a pass on this clean metal here. That is no filler, just go straight across one side to the other, no filler, and see how that looks. I think that's a good place to start. So yeah, we'll give that a crack. All right, I've got my gas on, of course. Alrighty. Got some sharp bits over here, which I'm not a fan of. All right, so you got to go pretty much like up, from what I understand, up and angled like about there. You don't want to go like that. If you angle it like that, the gas just flows away, from what I understand. We want to go straight up and down, maybe, you know, like 80 degrees, maybe 70, well, I don't think 75, I think 80, 85 degrees is kind of the thing. So let's try that. All right, we'll see how we go. Wish me luck. Hello, turn off. It's not too bad. That's a relatively straight line and it didn't blow any holes and it looks okay. I'll show you. Right, well, I don't think that is terrible. It's penetrated right through the metal. It looks all right. It's a bit of a booger at the end, but I think that had more to do with the fact that the torch wouldn't turn off. I think I had the wrong setting on the little dial there. But yeah, I don't think that's terrible. What I'm going to do now is join these two pieces of metal together, and I'm going to use some filler rod. I realised I went the wrong direction then. I'm supposed to push, not pull. But, you know, this is all pretty new to me. So we'll see how we go. I'll try joining these together. We'll see how that works. I'm going to give you a nice close-up view of my lack of style, I'll say. And yeah, you can laugh at me all you like, but all I need to do is be able to join two pieces of mild steel together successfully, and that's all I need to do to fix these rust holes. So let's give you a close-up. Let's see. Shit. Okay, so started off well. It took me by surprise actually. I pushed the button, forgot I have to hold it on, and then when I realized, I restarted and started dipping, and it was all going pretty well. It's going right across the join. It's looking pretty good. And then what I did was I ran out of filler rod, and I'm like trying to get my I still haven't worked out the weight of feeding the filler rod smoothly. I've seen some techniques, but they're really hard to do with the gloves on. So I think that's kind of going to be the technique. Try and slide them between the middle fingers and kind of, yeah, just do it like that. And then at the end, I accidentally pulled away and then reintroduced, and yeah, I messed up the end, something fierce. So that's the biggest thing I think with MIG versus TIG. MIG, you finish up and you pull your torch away and have a look at your weld, you know. TIG, you got to kind of hold there and just hold it and hold it and hold it and wait. And I'd forgot I had to release the button too. So I'm like, oh, that's right, I got to release. And then it's just putting more and more heat into it, and you can see the wider heat trail there of the heat just ballooning out because I'm dumping all that heat into one area. And yeah, I mean, it's a weld. Jesus, scared the crap out of me. And it's a hot piece of metal now, but it's got full penetration. It's joined together. So I call that a success. Is it amazing? No. I realize this. This is not amazing in any way, but you got to, you know, think about how little time. Oh wow, the tip's looking quite good too. I didn't dip the tip at all. So I'm learning. So yeah. I would love to just do this all day and just keep going and going and getting better, and I probably should. I certainly should do it a little bit more before I start diving into the car. So let's do that. Let's do a little bit more and see how we go. Most of my welds with this are going to be straight butt welds, because that's what happens when you're introducing new clean metal into a car. But you know, at some point I'm going to have to learn how to, you know, do proper fillets and all that sort of stuff. I probably should do a course somewhere. That would be great. Learn how to do this proper, but time is also a factor. So yeah, anyway, I'll cut some more metal, I'll clean some more metal here, cut it off. I might join it to the end there and see how that goes. You may have noticed I've bought myself a little stool from Hare & Forbes. It works pretty good. This is the worst welding table in the world. No joke. So at some point I will have to buy myself a welding table, but a welding table isn't critical for me at the moment because most of my welding is going to be on that thing. So welding tables don't help me there. So yeah. Let's cut a piece of metal and stick it on and see how that goes. So we're going to try and join that again, straight butt weld. Won't do a close-up this time. We'll just see how we go. Yeah. All right, more upright. Got our puddle. Nope. Well, that is a straight up failure. Blew a hole right through it. Not sure what I did there. Yeah, wow. Yeah, that turned into a massive mess. I'll do a close up so you can see it, but that is terrible. Damn, I was starting to feel confident too, and that just that one, yeah, wow, because I do not want to go near the body panels and do that, because it's going to take me ages to fill that. All right, I didn't dip the tip or anything, but yeah, that's a shocker. All right, let's try again further up. All right, so that was going smooth until we hit the gap. Well, it hit where I burnt through before. Down here, it puddled real nice, and yeah, we got some good weld there. But as soon as it hit where there was a hole, no bueno. Yeah, it all went pear-shaped. So that is a lesson for me. I don't know how we're going to, because I need to know how to fill a hole too. This part here, that's beautiful. That's really good. Really happy with that. Here, yeah, that's no good. Right, now let's crank the amps down a little bit. Let's go down to, I don't know, 30. And see if we can use that to then fill some of these holes, because I need to learn how to fill a hole if I do blow one open, because yeah, it's gonna happen. you know it's going to happen. So I need to know how to fix it. All right, let's give this a crack. Oops. Okay, so I know I had my torch angle wrong, and I've dipped my tip, and I've done everything wrong. Keep touching the filler rod against the tungsten, which is bad. You know what, I give up on this one. So now with my absolutely limited experience, I'm going to attempt to do the worst thing possible, which is fill these little pinholes that popped up when I wire brushed in the roof corners here. Yeah, this is not a smart move. But I figure if I can do this, I can do anything, and what's the worst that can happen? I have to cut it out and redo it again. So with the amperage cranked right down, I'm going to try this and we'll see how it goes. Let's see how we go. Might even go left-handed on the torch because I don't know, I think I need better control on my fill wire. So we'll see how we go. How about I turn the welder on? All that build up and I had the welder turned off all the whole time.
What are you?
An idiot sandwich.
Okay. Here we go. Oh, it's bad, it's bad. Yeah, this is a bad idea. Obviously, the metal is super weak there. So I'm gonna have to, oh Jesus. Wow. Well, nothing was going to save that. Oh, now the roof is on fire. Yay for that. Yeah. And I can't get up in there. It just gets better. Where is the air? It's out now. Yeah, okay. The roof got really, really hot there. Okay. It's still quite warm. Have you ever had one of those moments when you've tried to fix something but you only make it worse? I made it worse. So what happened was I decided to go in, have a late lunch, which was very yummy. Chicken wings. Blah, 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 blah. Very tasty. But then I came out and decided to give it a crack. Stupidly forgot to turn on the gas first, which blew a bigger hole. Then turned the gas on, tried to fill the hole. I was successful on one side, and then yeah, it just marched along and chewed out a bigger hole. Not my finest hour, gotta say. But anyway, look, I can repair it. I've repaired other parts on this car that were worse than that. So yeah, I'm just gonna have to, you know, slice that bit out and replace it with good metal. It's as simple as that. I'm probably gonna MIG it. I don't know. This TIG business, not sure it's working for me just yet. I might need some professional help on that front. Just training with a TIG and working out what the hell I need to do right. I thought I had a handle on it from my earlier welds, some of which were good and some of them which were not so good, but as soon as I've tried to do something on the car, it's just all turned pear-shaped. Yeah, wow, I've got to stop looking at it. It looks so terrible. So, yeah, I've got to grind it out, put new metal in there. Unfortunately, I am out of thin grinding discs at the moment, so I need to go to Hammer Barn and go and get some cutting discs, some thin ones, because you got to use, you know, like really thin ones to make the gap as minimal as possible. And we've already learnt that we need the gap to be pretty much zero for the TIG to work. Otherwise, it's just going to blow it out. And yeah, need to go do that. But the day has gone away from us, and that's going to have to happen on a future episode of Scotty's Garage. But wow, this has not gone well. Yeah. I guess we have to come back another day and fix it. We'll see you then.